Hello, my name is Renee Hanson, and I have been a successful agent since 2001. Hiring the right agent can make or break your sale, and it is very important to make your home stand out amongst others. During this presentation, I will show you the difference between me and other agents and also give you some home staging tips that will make you have a fast and efficient sale and get you the most money out of your house. This is a listing that I took over, and I'm going to let you look at the other agent's photos and my photos after we staged the home, and also give you some tips of what we did to the home. On this first front page, we are going to look at the exterior, and you can see on the other agent's photo that there's some kind of film on his camera where it's making some streaks, and also the windows are open, which doesn't really, kind of draws the eye away. And it's not a very good day. You know, the contrast of the sky is almost blending into, the actual townhome. So as you can see on my picture, I came when the sun was behind me, so not out there in front of, behind the townhome, it was behind me. It was a bright blue sky behind it, no clouds, and the windows were shut. And you can tell that I tried to, put the bush in the picture, and also I photoshopped it so to bring out the best possible, colors out of the picture. So you can already see the difference. Now, this agent had this property on the market for a year before I took it over. And I actually showed it while it was on the market with him, so I already knew what the problems were when they called me. So anyway, let's move on to the next one. Now you can see the difference on this. These two different, this is the same apartment, it's the same townhome, and the other agent did not turn on the light. They took a close-up of the front door, and there's just this random plant in the background, kind of off to the side, and then below they just took a picture of the plant. So I don't know why you would need a picture of anybody's plant, since that doesn't actually come with the house. So anyway, when you see my picture, you can see that we cleared out any shoes or anything that was in the front entry. We turned on the lights. I backed up and showed you both the entry and the stairs to the upstairs. And the plant, that it overhangs, we reposition the plant a little bit so it overhangs nicely, and I can show you the vault as you go up the stairs during this picture. Okay, so now on this one, you can see that on his pictures, he didn't turn on any lights, and the furniture is actually covered up. There's beautiful faux suede furniture below, and they covered it up with just sheets, and just to make sure that they protected it below. But when you're trying to sell your home, it's very important that you remove any kind of furniture coverings, especially if there's beautiful furniture below. So when I got over the house, when we staged it, we took off the furniture covers, and it made a big difference. That's basically all that the living room needed. We could have added a little bit more decoration, but you can see how it really just opened it up, made it brighter. And the pictures that I took, I did Photoshop them to make them as bright as I possibly could. So you can see the difference there. Now you can really see the difference in this dining room here. The first picture is the other agent's picture, where you cannot see the floor, you cannot see the light fixture, you can't see the window. It really doesn't show you much except for their dining room table. And so on the picture that I have, after we did some home staging, what we did was I have a home staging kit. Actually, it's usually used for vacant houses. In this particular case, these people needed extra decorations. Their their townhome was too simple. Usually I have the opposite problem where we have to clear out and clean out, but this one we actually had to add things. So we added some place settings with a bowl and a matching plate, a place setting below with a wine glass, a candle in the middle, and during the picture you can see the light fixture, the floor coverings, you can see the window, and how nicely it is, placed, much more inviting compared to the other photo. And it's also been photoshopped for the best light as well. Now in the kitchen, this was the only photo that the other agent took, which was shooting from the dining room over, which really didn't give you at all a feel for the kitchen. It was a big kitchen, lots of countertop space, and there were some things on the countertops, and you can see over there that there's some things on the fridge, some magnets that you need to remove. The light is not on, and so you can see in my picture that we cleared out all the countertops. There's nothing on the countertops. We put a nice hand towel right there next to the sink. We put a hand towel right on the stove to give it a little bit more warm and cozy feeling. And we put a plant above the refrigerator, and we cleared all the magnets off the refrigerator, and we turned the lights on, and it looks a lot better. So there's a big difference between the other agent and my agent pictures, and that's why you would choose me. Okay, so now let's look at the bathrooms. The other agent, they didn't clear off any of their personal belongings off of the countertop. That really needs to go down below. There's no nice fancy towels. You can see in the picture that the towels are mismatched, and the lights are not on. And so if you look over in my pictures, we got them some nice towels, which was part of my little home staging kit that I have, and I let them borrow these items, and I might have even let them keep them, But anyway, you can see we put a nice towel on the towel rack that you can see in the pictures, and also in the mirror. And we put a hand towel down over by the sink, and of course we turned the light on, so that's important when you're taking pictures. Okay, so here you can see the other agent's pictures were really just a turn off, real basic bedding, nothing simple at all, no headboard, basically they took a picture of the person's bed, and that's it, and really nobody really cares that much about, the bed. So, and it doesn't even look good, So what we did was, this was a 3-bedroom townhouse, and in one of the bedrooms there was a headboard, and so we put we dressed up that bedroom, and we put a simple bedspread on that wasn't too busy, and we, opened up the curtains wide and turned on the light, and took a picture as wide out as we could to include the window, the floor, well actually it doesn't really include the floor, but the ceiling, a little bit of the light fixture, and this was a nice bed, so we presented this in the photos instead of the other, and it makes a big difference. Now, the people that I just showed you, they had tried to sell their house for over a year with another agent. Their parents were coming to live with them every summer, and their house was way too small. They needed a bigger house, and it was very important that they sell and move on to a bigger house. So I was able to get it sold, get it staged for them, and I was able to sell them a bigger house, a big nice house in the neighborhood where they could live happily with their parents. So remember that there's a big difference between agents, and I'd love to work with you. So if you need some help, please be sure to give me a call. Thank you.